What I'd love to see, and really the point of this video, is for Hollywood to hopefully really become advocates and to show ways that you can advocate for the disabled. Hey everyone, this is Kristen with Living Able. It has been an extremely interesting week with the media. There has been two specific stories that either got me so angry I wanted to just go insane, or made me go, huh? And I want to talk to you about these two stories. First, let me talk to you about Meryl Streep at the Golden Globes. I was seeing everywhere that she was advocating for the disabled during her acceptance speech at the Golden Globe. And I was really excited at the idea that somebody in Hollywood would take the few moments that they get of their acceptance speech and actually speak for the disabled. So I didn't see the Golden Globes, so I went on Google and found the full-length speech, watched it to see exactly what she said for us. If you've been watching for any length of time, you know that the way we are portrayed in Hollywood is something is really big about me, so I was ready to see what a Hollywood star had to say to advocate for the disabled. So I watched the speech, and honestly, I was really perplexed as to what people were thinking she was advocating for the disabled about, because that wasn't what I got at all. And I'm not by any means saying that her speech was not bad. She was obviously pointing out things that Trump has done or said that were wrong, that she was really passionate about, and that she thought, how in the world can our country vote for a man with this kind of character? If you haven't seen the full speech, I'm going to put it in the description box down below so you can see it there, but I'm going to tell you about what I got out of it right now. So in her 6-minute speech, she says Hollywood, foreigners, and the press are among the most vilified groups of people. That is definitely true. There's a lot of anger and hate for those groups. So that's definitely true what she said there. And then she talked about the incident with the disabled reporter and talked about how it's not appropriate of a person of power to humiliate somebody, because when a person of power humiliates somebody, they basically are giving permission for other people too. They're supposed to be good role models. Completely agree there. And there was a lot of anger with the media, journalism, foreigners in the election. Absolutely. Then she goes on and says that she wants Hollywood to join the Committee for Journalism because they're going to need it in order to ensure that the truth is protected. I'm all for freedom of speech and ensuring that ensuring that the truth comes out. So that was great. But I saw nowhere in this speech that she was advocating for the disabled. She was advocating against bullying, the truth not being able to come out. She was definitely advocating against that. So I don't quite understand where people think she was advocating for us. Maybe she does in other ways, but she wasn't doing that here, and that wasn't the point of her speech. So I hope people will at least see that. Then the second story that really got me going this week is the story of the disabled teenager who was bound and beaten and held captive between 48 and 72 hours by 3 people. I can't even tell you how I felt about this story. I've heard various accounts, but what I've heard specifically was that the gentleman that was kidnapped thought he was friends with one of the guys and that he was supposed to be spending the night with that person, and so his parents dropped him off at McDonald's. They were to come pick him up, and so the parents weren't looking for him to be home right away. So this gave perfect opportunity for those cowards to attack this poor child. The idea that somebody would attack anyone, whether disabled or not, really bothers me. But the idea that somebody would attack somebody that, from what we're being told, couldn't defend himself, and whether the person honestly was disabled or not, when you got 3 against 1, most of the time you're going to lose. So it really just upset me that these people would claim to be friends with this person, earn his trust, and then do what they did to him. What has to happen in a person's life for them to be so hateful? What can we do to help people not be this way? I'm really bothered by it. That poor kid. I've heard that the teenager has schizophrenia, and I know lots of people with schizophrenia I know many people with schizophrenia that are functional human beings. So that by itself doesn't necessarily make him unable to take care of himself. But obviously 3-1, disabled or not, you're going to be taken out. I want to hear from you guys. What did you think about these 2 stories? Did you go back and look at the Meryl Streep one and rethink about it? That, okay, she's not a bad person by no means. She's given to a lot of charities, including AIDS research and cancer research. But I wouldn't call her a disability advocate for giving money. Lots of us give money and aren't advocates. What I'd love to see, and really the point of this video, is for Hollywood to hopefully really become advocates and to show ways that you can advocate for the disabled. And in researching for cures is amazing, but also helping to see what the needs are of disabilities while they're here, as well as making sure that they're representing those people in Hollywood effectively, because the way that we are represented in Hollywood affects our lives, I believe, almost more than anything. The perception that people have about us, I believe, affects more things than we could ever imagine. How we're treated every day, to how even the doctors treat us, honestly. So I really think that Hollywood being intentional about representing those with disabilities in an accurate and in more than just an inspirational way will help our lives and is the best advocating that they can do. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, we do a video normally not like this. Normally I'm showing how to do something with limited mobility, but I also do like to tackle how Hollywood represents the disabled in Hollywood, as well as news stories that go on the headlines. So I hope that if you liked this video, that you will subscribe. If you're new here, if you're not new here, I hope that maybe you'll share this or share another video that's helped you to become more independent. Have a great day.